Okay students, good morning. Today I will explain how to prove the third equation of motion. To prove the third equation of motion, you should know the comparison of the two equations, like second equation of motion and third equation of motion. Because in second equation of motion, you again have to find the distance, total distance covered by the body, and in third equation of motion, you also have to find the total distance covered by the body. But in third equation of motion, we have to run in different ways. Like if I write, you know what is second equation of motion? Second equation of motion, S equals to VIT plus half AT square. And the equation you have to prove, that is third equation of motion. I write short form, third equation of motion, that is equals to 2s equals to vf square minus vi square. So this is the third equation today we have to prove. Notice down what is the difference between these two equations. Second equation also for distance, third equation also for distance, but the difference is that in second equation of motion there is a time. Notice down t is there in second equation of motion, but there is no mention in third equation of motion of time. Notice down, s is distance, vf final value of velocity, vi is initial value of velocity. So here is no mention of time is there. So it means you have to prove this equation in such a manner that you have to eliminate the time. How can we eliminate the time? Again you have to, s is showing you distance. It means in the proof of third equation of motion, you also have to find the total distance covered by the body. First of all, you have to suppose the same thing, that a body is moving with uniform acceleration. This line AB showing uniform acceleration of the body, and this vertical line showing the velocity. Body has started its velocity initially from point A, Vi, and at point B its final value of velocity become Vf, and then we draw the perpendicular. Notice down, the graph is same, the figure of graph is same for three equation of motion. For first equation of motion, you also have to draw this graph. For second equation of motion, you also have to draw this graph, and for third you also have to draw this graph. But how to prove the third equation of motion? You have to find the total area of the body under the graph. So speed time graph, I have told you how the total area under the speed time graph gives you the distance. So if you find a total distance, how can you find total distance? In this way, notice down the whole figure. If you notice down the whole figure, this whole figure is a trapezium. I think you know what is the definition of trapezium. Trapezium is a four-sided figure which has two sides opposite sides parallel and two other sides not parallel. So that kind of quadrilateral is called trapezium. I repeat again, trapezium is such a figure, such a four-sided figure, or such a quadrilateral which has two opposite sides parallel. Like here, OA side. Notice, note down, OA side and DB side, both are parallel. You know what is meant by parallel? Parallel means they are originating with the same angle. They are same angle originated, these two sides. But AB side and OD side, they are not originating at same angle. This side is going to this is going toward that side. It means these two sides, OD and AB, are not parallel sides. So this is whole figure is a trapezium. It means if you find the total area of this trapezium, you will prove this equation. So I will write the total area of the whole figure. So area of the trapezium. Area of the trapezium. You can also write the name trapezium. OABD. OA, B and D. O, A, B and D. The whole figure is a trapezium, four-sided figure. Okay, so I think you know the formula of trapezium, area of trapezium. That is sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides. These two lines showing the sides, parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides over 2 into height, h for height. You know already this formula. And now if I write this figure from the parallel side from the diagram, notice down OA is parallel to BD. So I will put the value of sum of parallel side. First I write OA, and then parallel side is BD, and then divided by 2. It is the formula. 2 is from the formula. And what is the height? Height is OD. Okay, one thing I want to explain. Always remember, in trapezium, those sides which are parallel, in parallel side, you can't find the height. You can't say that OA is height. You can't say that BD is the height. Height is another side, that is OD. AB is not the height. Height is always in a straight line. So OD is the height. So that's why here OD is the height. Now area of the trapezium is denoted by S. Distance. Clearly you know area of the trapezium OABD, area under the graph represented by the distance, and distance is denoted by S. So that's why you have written S. Okay, now you have to simplify. Just do cross multiplication. 2 by S, we will get 2S equals OA plus BD into OD. Okay, now you have to substitute the values. What is OA? OA is VI, mean initial velocity. What is BD? BD. What is showing the BD? BD showing the final value, VF. So I will put these values. OA is VI and BD is final value, VF. And what is OD? OD is time. OD is time. So but in this equation we have to eliminate time. In the beginning I have told you, in this equation we need not to put the value of time. So in some way we have to eliminate this value. We have to skip. We have to cancel out this value OD. How we can cancel out this value OD? If we multiply this equation, both sides of this equation, by this factor BC over OD. So you will write here, you can write this equation name like 1 2s multiply both sides, equation 1, by this factor BC over OD. I will explain to you why I am multiplying this value BC over OD. Notice down, if you have studied the first equation of motion, what is the value of BC? Value of BC in the first equation is BC is equals to BD minus CD, mean VF minus VI. And notice down in first equation of motion, VF minus VI give you AT. So it means BC is equals to AT. Clear? So if I put the value of BC, then I will get the value of AT. Okay. So we have to multiply this vector. If you notice down, BC value is equal to AT. Now multiply both sides of this equation, BC by OD. 2S into BC over OD equals VI plus VF into OD into BC over OD. So why I have multiplied this value BC over OD? Because OD will be cancelled with this OD. OD is basically the time. So I have to eliminate this time. That's why I have to multiply with this fraction BC over OD. Now if I solve this, OD cancel with OD, and here 2S and BC over OD, you can find the value of BC over OD. BC is equal to 80, and what is then BC over OD? BC is equal to 80 and OD is equal to time. So clearly when time is cancelled with time, give you acceleration. A is remaining behind. So you can put the value of BC over OD as A here. So put the value of A, which is equals to VI plus VF again into BC. Now what is the value of BC? You can also substitute this. BC is equals to VF minus VI. BC is equal to VF minus VI. So I have put the value of BC here. Here. BC is equal to this value. So I can place this because OD has been cancelled with OD. Now I think in math you know, first term, here is the first term. VF, VF, both are positive value. Second term is VI and VI. Notice down in math, the formula you know that A square minus B square equals to A plus B into A minus B. I think you know this formula. First term is same, both are positive. Second term same. but one term contains negative sign. The same situation is happening here, but first term here is bf, but here first term is a. So it means what is the first term will be get the square when you solve it. Instead of multiplying, you can use this formula. So first term is vf, so I will write square of vf according to this formula, and then minus sign comes, b square, b is second term. What is second term here? Vi. So square of vi. So in this way you have proved this. You can write this 2as. In this way you can prove this third equation of motion. So this is your third equation of motion. What you have to prove? 2as is equals to, I have missed the value. 2as equal to vf square minus vi square. So this is the equation. 2as is equal to vf square minus vi square. This is known as third equation of motion. So notice down in third equation of motion there is no mention of time. It's showing the relation between acceleration, distance, final value of velocity and initial value of velocity. So you have to keep in mind all the three equations of motion, because these equations of motion will be used in the solution of numericals. So in this way you have to prove in your examination. So that's the end of our topic.